Hello, today we're going to talk about the 7 Chrome extensions for genealogy. My name is Kelly Lee. I am the founder and a professional genealogist at Rue Pursuit. I'm here today to talk to you about something I enjoy, which is technology tips. So specifically, we are talking about Chrome extensions for genealogy. So if you use the Chrome browser, these can be great tools to making your genealogy research a little more efficient and maybe a little more fun. All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and open up the presentation. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to switch over to the Chrome Web Store. So if you want to get these Chrome extensions, you just go ahead and Google the Chrome Web Store, and then go ahead and type in the extension that you want. Specifically, the first one we're going to talk about today is Goldie May. So like I said, you just type in the title and then you go ahead and there'll be a little button to the side that says install the extension or add the extension. All right, so let's go on over to the presentation slides. You can see this. Like that. All right. So here we go. So I'm going to do the first one, Goldie May. All right. So the great thing about Goldie Mae is it's specifically designed for genealogy. And the only extension that I will be talking about today that is actually specifically designed for genealogy research. It works with family search, but it also works for just general Googling of a certain ancestor or topic. So it keeps track of your research. So it says here an automatic research log is created, which is very convenient. So basically what you do is you just head on up to the extension. So once you install an extension, it will show up in this area of your browser. And then you can just go ahead and click it when you start your research and then click it when you're finished to turn it off. And so everything that you did while the Goldie Mae extension was turned on will be recorded. In addition, it actually gives you research tips. So it says, hey, it looks like you're missing, and this is the part where it works in conjunction with family search. So it will sort of do a little review of your that person's information on the tree that you're searching. And it will say, hey, you don't have a birth record. Maybe you should look for a birth record. So it's really intuitive that it gives you tips on basically pieces of information that you might be missing. So I highly suggest this. You can add notes and say, hey, if let's say you're on a particular page, you can add a note saying, don't forget to research this, or just anything that you want to remember for later about that particular ancestor or search topic. So it's very handy for that. Some of this stuff. Okay, so let's go on to number 2. Chrome extension number 2 is Grammarly. Now, I use Grammarly for a lot of things, but it's really helpful for genealogy when you are basically composing narratives or doing any kind of summary or writing your notes. As you're typing, it gives you suggestions and it automatically changes spellings. So if you it has a new feature too, where if you are typing and it will automatically autocorrect, but then it underlines it so that you can decide whether or not that's the word you are actually looking for, which is kind of nice. But it gives you suggestions for phrasing and spelling. So that is very helpful when you're doing writing. All right. So we're just going to pass this over here a little bit for now because it's interfering with my slide selection. Okay. All right. And did we skip one? Yes, we did. All right. Number 3, Google Drive. So this one is nice, especially if you are a user of Google's suite of options and specifically save your items to Google Drive instead of a computer. This is really nice if you don't want to save all of your documents to your computer. So it's actually a cloud and essentially a backup solution for saving your images and documents. So let's just say you're doing a search and you find a record or an image of an ancestor. Basically, when you have the Google Drive extension, you just go ahead and select it when you're on a page where you want to save a image. And then you go ahead and, like I said, select the extension at the top. And then it basically prompts you to choose the image that you want to save, and it automatically saves it to your Google Drive. So it sort of streamlines that process of, figuring out how you're going to save that file and then downloading it to your computer and then figuring out where you saved it. So it just saves a few steps. So I highly recommend that for your research. All right, let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is OneClick Screenshot. So for this example and a couple more of the examples, I'm going to use this website that shows the Williams Family Bible, which my mother has. And so in order for me to access the information, I recorded all of it. And then I thought, well, it would be really nice if I added it to a website so other people could get the information as well. So basically what the OneClick Screenshot is it basically, once you click, you're basically taking a screenshot of your entire web page, whatever's in the view at the moment. So when I go ahead and click on my extension at the top, which is this little camera image, this page popped up, and it gives you quite a few options. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can, no, it doesn't let me move that. There we go. So, and then it appeared again. All right, so it shows you at the bottom, you can see it now, the different options that you have for editing the page. So you can add text to it. You can see that I added a shape and an arrow. You can totally choose the color that you want of the arrow, size it, and rotate it. You can do all of that, and then you can add text. So then I added a text box, and then I rotated it and put it into the arrow as well. So once I've finished with my editing, then I can choose to download the image and it to my computer. So that works really nicely. So those are just a few of the features for the OneClick Screenshot. I really like it, and I hope you definitely download this one. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Number 5 is Mercury Reader. Mercury Reader in general is a really popular Google Chrome extension. It basically streamlines your view. A lot of websites, they just have tons of information on them, and it's overwhelming. It can be overwhelming and hard to find what is the actual content on the page that you're trying to read. So what the Mercury Reader does is it just streamlines it and takes away all of the extraneous information and makes it really straightforward. So if I were to go back to the previous slide, you can see how this website usually looks on the internet. So you can see it's got the borders, it's got the header, it's got, in other websites they would have even more information. But when you add Mercury Reader, it really just streamlines it right down to the title and the article and the actual content. So that's really nice. One other really nice feature of this is that you can send it to your Kindle and save it for forever, basically. So that's another really nice feature. And you don't have to worry about, hey, I'm going to print out this page and let's see. I think you'll see that this has a lot of uses besides genealogy, but for genealogy as well. All right, number 6 is MyBib. MyBib is just simply a citation generator. So it does have overlapping uses as the same as Goldie May, but this one is purely a citation generator. The nice thing about MyBib is you can choose the citation style. So it's got every style of MLA, APA 6, APA 7, Chicago style. It's got all of them, so you can choose whichever style you prefer, and then it automatically generates a citation. So this is great for easily creating citations. Creating citations can really slow down your process for getting your research done. So anything we can do to not skip this step. And then, of course, it does give you an in-text citation. So if you're doing narratives or something like that, really, really simple to use. Another great feature is if you're doing a research project for your genealogy or researching a certain side of the family, you can go ahead and choose the option to save to project. Another great feature, so you can keep all of those citations for one particular topic or ancestor all in one location. So definitely love that. All right. And our last one, number 7, is tab groups. So this is a really cool one because I really have a tendency to have a ton of tabs open in my browser when I'm researching something. It can get really out of hand to the point where you just kind of have to even though you're going to come back to something, now you have to kind of let it go. So what tab groups does is it allows you to add a website that you have open to a specific group. Now, I just kind of did this as an example, just really random. So let's just say you, for genealogy purposes, you wanted to organize your tabs by ancestor. So let's just say I was researching John Smith for a while, and then I came across some information related to Thomas Smith. Now, I don't want to lose track of John Smith, but I also don't want to lose track of what a new search pathway for Thomas Smith. So what I can do is I can open up a few tabs related to Thomas Smith and then add them to this group. So I specifically was able to name these tabs. These tabs are totally customizable. You create the names of the tabs. So let's just say, you want to go ahead and come back to these later at a different time. You can actually, once these are all added to a group, you can totally close out the group, and tab groups will remember that group. So let's just say I have closed out all my browser, and I got interrupted. I had to, close out my computer, go deal with something in the house. So what I can do is close out all my tabs, and then I can come back later and say, hey, I decided I need to get back to researching John Smith. So I can just go ahead and click on my browser extension for tab groups right here, and then it will open this box and it will show me John Smith, and I can just click open and it will open all of the tabs again. So this is really, really helpful and useful, to not have all those tabs open at the same time. You can literally close them all, and then tab groups will just allow you to reopen the ones that were related to that particular topic. Absolutely love this one. Save the best for last, right? All right. So I really, really hope you enjoyed this review of Chrome extensions for genealogy. I hope you will check out our website, rootpursuit.com. That's root-pursuit.com. We have a lot of great products and also genealogy services. So if you run into a brick wall, you can't quite break through it, I offer those services for breaking down your brick walls. I attack things a little bit differently than other people. My background is in database research and search algorithms, and I have an IT degree. So I use those skills to break through brick walls in a way that is quite different from other people. So if you're interested in getting that service, I recommend you come on over to the website and send me a message, and I'll see if we are fit to work together. All right, it's been great. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.